Hey guys, this is Brian over at R1Soft, and in this video I'm going to walk you through performing a bare metal restore from the server backup manager. A few things that we're going to need before we get started is a virtual machine or a server that's booted up into our recovery environment. We have boot ISOs available on our repo at repo.r1soft.com/bm. You can just download the server backup boot CD agent. What that is a little Linux environment that is running our agent software, and it's going to be in recovery mode, which is where we need the agent to be when we're doing the bare metal restore. So once we have a server booted up into that Linux environment, and it's configured with the network address that we can access, we can go ahead and go to the backup manager. So what we want to do is find the server that we want to perform the bare metal restore on, and go ahead and select that. Use the drop down over at the right side and go to open recovery points. And in there we want to select the recovery point that we're going to restore. So in this tutorial I'm just going to go to the most recent recovery point that I have available from 11 a.m. and I'm going to go to the actions over here at the right side and select bare metal restore. And that's going to pop up the wizard that's going to take us through step by step on going through the bare metal restore. On each page you're going to see that we're going to have some text that's describing exactly what we're doing. So you can read that to get a little bit more information on those steps, but I'll go ahead and walk through this and show you exactly what we need to do. So I'm going to click next, and we're going to choose the file systems that we need to restore. So those are going to automatically be checked here. So I'm going to click next. We're going to go to the original host here, but we have the option of going to another agent here on the backup manager or to another IP if that agent if that ISO that you booted up is got another address. You're going to input that information here. So I'm just going to restore to the original host. Click next, and I want to restore the select the storage configuration to restore, and then we're going to select the partition tables that we want to restore. So when I click next there, we're going to select both SDA and SDB on that from the storage configuration that we have, and click next. And we're going to have a couple of those devices here listed that we need to map to the disks that are currently in the target system. So I have 2 disks in that system. I'm going to go ahead and select SDA and SDB for those disks. So I click next, and we need to restore the partition tables at this point. So if you scroll down, you're going to see a button that says restore partition tables. We click on that, and it's restored the partition tables back to that those disks. So there's no RAID on here. We'll just go ahead and click next. But we do have LVM, and we're going to need to restore that on here. So we click next, and here's the LVM information that we've got from our storage configuration on the backup manager. And those are automatically mapped out here. So we're going to go ahead and click next, and we're going to restore the LVM groups. So we'll just go ahead and click this button, and we've restored the LVM groups. Click OK, and everything looks good here. We've got boot mapped to SDA1, and the root partition is mapped to the LVM device. So from this point, we click next. We have a few options here. We'll go ahead and select reboot after restore. That way, whenever we're done with the restore, it's automatically going to boot the machine for us, and it'll be back up to that exact point in time where from that recovery point that we've chosen to restore to. So click next, and it'll give a quick summary of exactly what we're doing. We're restoring to the original host, rebooting after restore, and these are the file systems that we're going to restore. So once I click restore, we'll start that bare metal recovery process. This might take a little bit of time depending on network speeds, disk speeds, and so on. But once that is complete, you'll be ready to go. So that's going to automatically reboot. All the everything's going to be up and running exactly like it was from that point in time. So you're not going to have to do anything. All those applications will be exactly like they were in that snapshot that we took from that recovery point. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Thanks for watching.